Hi, my name is Ben. I've worked in the wildland fire community for more than 10 years. I'm here to talk about technology in the wildland fire workplace. There are many facets of the wildland fire organization, and we don't all have the same type of job to do. We don't all get to fires the same way. But one thing we have in common are the technologies we use to fight fires. And things have changed a lot in the firefighting technology world over the past few years. Today, the use of computers affects all of us in some way, and the use of mobile technology, like smartphones, tablets, or apps, on the fire line is now becoming the norm. We are going to look at how we use technology today and some of the new tools that we have to use. In order to put some of the current tech tools in context, let's look at some of the pivotal advances from the past and how they relate to the current technological climate we work in today. One of the first advances in firefighting technology came to us more than 100 years ago and was so significant that it is still a tool that surely every firefighter has used. With more than 10,000 tools in circulation today, the Pulaski was one of the first real innovations in firefighting technology. In the early 1900s, there was a high demand for advances in hand tool technology, which ultimately led to the tool being standardized by the USDA Forest Service in the 1930s. This is one example of the long evolutionary road a piece of technology can take before it becomes a standard piece of equipment. There are many other examples that could be used as technological waypoints. Radios, chainsaws, and even the clothes we wear have all changed significantly in the past few decades. Going from the misery whip to the incredibly efficient chainsaws we use today took quite a while. The first recorded use of a fire shelter was in 1804. When a child was protected from a grass fire under a bison hide. It took more than 150 years to develop the tool that we now use. Today, there are many new and emerging technologies on the market that were not available to firefighters of the past. How many firefighters use websites, tablets, and smartphone apps today? How many of those will withstand the test of time or fall to the wayside like the firefinder?
Yes, technology. For instance, the details of a fire are hard to see at night or through thick smoke. Used to be a problem, but isn't anymore. Fire research has developed an airborne electronic scanning system. It can detect small fires and map big ones. It electronically senses details of the fire's location, size, its perimeter, its direction of spread. Seconds later, a photo of these fire details is airdropped, and headquarters gets the picture. The big picture.
In the past, a fire dispatch was a word-of-mouth, all-hands-on-deck sort of affair. Now it consists of incident management teams, computer networks, satellite systems, text and email messages, a list of websites, and most definitely a map program. There's a lot going on behind the scenes when we get a fire dispatch. Two essential programs are IQCS and ROS. Every wildland firefighter is qualified through the Incident Qualification and Certification System, or IQCS. The IQCS application shares training and certification data across multiple agencies. This allows other programs, like the National Interagency Resource Ordering and Status System, or ROS, to track you and all resources in the wildland fire system. This fire season, many of us will be ordered to incidents that are managed by teams, and we will be dispatched through a network of coordination centers from our home unit, to the local dispatch center, to the geographic area GAC, to the national level NIC. This network of resource managers use ROS, CAD, and other dispatching programs to assist in getting you and I to fires that need our help across the nation. The dispatch process is just one of a complex array of technology that includes predictive services, weather, fire behavior, communications, and imaging tools. For quite some time now, the web of technology that helps us do our jobs has existed behind the scenes and has usually been handed to us. In the past few years, you may have noticed the use of smartphones becoming essential while en route to, and used operationally on, wildfire and all-risk incidents. While en route to the incident, you can access weather information, find fire information using Wildcat, InsaWeb, or ESRI and share data with coworkers or friends on nearby crews. You can have a current fire map downloaded by your cell signal in seconds. Once you have arrived on the incident, a quick scan of the QR code on the IAP can give you links to maps and downloadable versions of all the information on the IAP. And all that can be shared with the touch of a screen. We are more connected than ever before. Now, to put this in context, it took 30 years for the Pulaski to be used as a standard tool. Many of the smartphone apps have only been around for a few years. There are many new and exciting technologies that are now available to us, in many different categories. Sometimes it's hard to know exactly which one to use, and everyone has their favorite that works best for them. One thing is certain, these technologies create the potential for a more informed, efficient, and ultimately safer wildland fire environment. We worked with the experts, cut through all the red tape and information out there, and we're producing a few basic tutorial videos with some of the most important information that can help you use your mobile tech tool. Here are a couple resources to get you started from the folks in charge of managing our fire tech investments and outreach information. With an abundance of rapidly emerging technology, it's up to the users, the firefighters, that's us, to decide how to apply it and make it the best tool for our use. With a small suite of apps close at hand, an efficient battery, and a protective case, you can access information that can, at the very least, make your life on the fire line easier. You can share your thoughts with the fire community on the Mobile Technologies in Fire and Aviation Management discussion board. There are dozens of tech tools that may not be fire-specific that are really useful in the field. It is up to the workforce to decide how to better solve problems in the workplace using the latest tools. Lastly, there may be some innovation needed to figure out how to use our smartphones under the blinding sun. Thanks for your time, and remember to look up from your phones every once in a while to make sure your control lines are straight.